What's going on? What is going on, YouTube? We are live. We are live. We are back in the building. And shout out to you.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
As y'all can see, I got the beautiful Kendra with me. What up, Kendra? Introduce yourself because listen, her personality gonna say it all tonight. So do me a favor, introduce yourself to the audience. Let them get used to you. What's up?
So, hi, everyone. My name's Kendra. I am a passionate personal trainer. I'm a fitness enthusiast. I try my best to kind of live the lifestyle that I preach to my clients and to my friends and to people that are around me in that manner. To my Black queens out there, I try to enthuse them or try to encourage them to lock their hair, even if it's sister locks or not sister locks. I encourage them to lock their hair just for the ease and the relaxation of not having to do your hair or worry about having to look presentable on a daily basis and having to pay for XYZ. So I encourage them in that manner. And then the other side of it, talking on the male aspect of it, is encouraging men to talk about mental health. So I like to talk about men's mental health and meet up with different men and talk to them about mental health and say, hey, you as a person, as an individual, there are women out here that do care about you and they want to raise awareness for you as an individual and saying, hey, just because you as a man, you're going through it maybe financially, or you may go through it emotionally or physically or whatever that you may be encountering in your life doesn't mean that you have to go through it alone. And just because you may not have the support system doesn't mean that there aren't people here that want you to actually succeed. We want you to succeed. We want you to be good for yourself. So there's support systems that are here for you, even if you don't have the financial ability to pay for it. There's people out here that want you to be here. And even though you may have not be able to pay for it, we're here to listen to you and be that support for you, because men are the foundation of society. And if you guys don't have that support, what is going to happen to the rest of society? What's going to happen to us without you guys? You know what I mean? So it's if you guys don't have the support, you don't have to have financial abundance to have support. So that is kind of the thing that I really want to raise awareness for and kind of bring light to. It's okay, you don't have to have a lot of money. You don't have to have a lot of followers or a lot of people in your corner or to be a popular person just to have somebody to care about you as an individual. You can be somebody, you can be a hermit in the middle of the woods, but you so happen to watch one YouTube video and it so happens to resonate with you. And now you have a whole community that you have never stepped foot out in the world, but you have that community there that's keeping you alive, So that's kind of why I want to kind of bring more of awareness to that. So that's why I'm here.
She's here, y'all. She
That's
is
why I'm
here
here.
and
Outside
ready.
of me, I be a little quirky sometimes, a little funny, but you in a serious tone. Let's be real. That's why I'm here.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Yo, listen, those of y'all, of course, y'all don't know, but Kendra was also on Meet to Marry season 3. So shout out to you for that. She part of the Meet to Marry family, y'all. She is part
Meet
of
to
the
Marry,
Meet to
yes.
Marry family. So shout out to that too. Also, Shay is in the building. Shay says, me taking out my braids.
Hi, Shay.
She said 3 days makes
my
the
braids.
lock sounds really good.
Let's go. Let's go.
I don't know how y'all do it, but I get it. I love just me. My wife got natural hair. I love natural hair. To me, it's it's nothing like it. It's not like touching your woman's hair and it's her. Yeah. But hey, that's just me. Shay, lock it up. But Shay got natural, beautiful hair as well.
She
And Shay
does.
is,
But she's just talking about her braids. She's talking about the braids. That's all. That's it.
she
She
got the
said
braids in, you know what I'm
she got the
saying?
braids. She's contemplating them
So
locks. She's contemplating the locks. It's okay. It's okay. Jump on the lock train. Let's go.
it's just it's lower maintenance, right? Because like when you lock your hair, if I'm correct, it's just when you wake up, what's your routine?
Take my bonnet off. Sometimes I may wet my hair in the shower. Sometimes I may spray it with some rose water. Sometimes I may just leave the bonnet on. Sometimes I don't know. Like it just depends. I just shake and go though. I don't have to do anything to the hair. I don't have to do anything. Like I just like take the bonnet off and just keep on going. Like there's nothing
Right, right.
like
And even if you had to like design it, like basically put it up like in a certain bun or something like that, it's much easier than working with your curly hair, your natural
oh my
straight
gosh.
or curly hair, right?
My hair was massive at one point.
Right.
Like it was thick, it was a lot. And my hairstylist to this day, like both, like everyone that has touched my hair, always complained about how I have a big head and have a lot of hair. Like, what's wrong? Like, why you have so much hair? I was like, I don't know. Like, tell my mom, but that's my daddy. I don't know if I have a lot of hair. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it's just, it's. I don't know what to tell them. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, do you want to do my hair or not? Like, that's all. Like, that's it. That's
Yo,
it.
hold on. So we got my guy Mills is in the building. Jay, what up? What up? Jay says, yo, did you
What's
miss
up,
me? What
Mills?
up? What up, GMT? Shout out and salute to
Hi
you, my
guys.
brother. Of course, I feel like I haven't seen you in a minute. Oh, she got the chat up. What up, chat? Yo, so I feel like I ain't seen my guy in a minute. So salute and shout out to you. Um, and he also says, "What's up to you too, Kendra?" He said, "What up,
What's
lady?"
up, lady? What's up, sir? Hello, hello.
So, so Kendra, let's talk about it, right?
Okay.
Before we get into the actual show, do me a favor. Everyone that's here, that's watching right now, hit the like button. If you are watching me on IG, come over to YouTube. This is where the money resides. So come over to YouTube, watch us on YouTube, and let's have a good show. You know what I'm saying? So, so let's talk about it. Let's get into men's mental health. Your
Yeah.
inspiration, was it a specific man that you know that inspired you to want to talk and help men with their mental health?
Yes,
Okay,
there
talk to
was.
me.
I would say when it comes to men's mental health, it would come towards my ex-husband.
Okay,
You're about to have me cry on here. It has been, how long has it been since we talked about it? Like 30 seconds?
I know, right?
Um, let me pull myself together for a second. I'm sorry. Um, but my ex-husband was the reason why I wanted to talk about men's mental health was because we had gotten together at a very young age and we fell in love instantly and we were inseparable instantly. And you can't tell a young couple to that they're not in love. You can't tell them that it's not real. You can't tell them anything along those lines. It's because it's real to them. Everything is real. And then they
Right,
become older. They become in their mid 20s. And with him being military, you can't tell him that if he moves without me, I'm gonna still be there, you
right,
know?
right. Aloha, what
Um,
up?
so my ex-husband inspired me simply because you go from being attached to someone like this and or more like I guess like more like this. You're attached to
Okay,
them like this. And when you start to feel them doing this as you're still holding on, you're kind of like you're trying to hold on and they're trying to pull away, you know?
right,
And it makes you go crazy. But in conversation after everything settles, you're realizing that it wasn't me, it was what he was going through personally that he wasn't able to communicate with me. So not saying that the situation wasn't my fault, not saying that it was all his fault, not saying that it was one person's fault because it was a two-way street. I'm not saying it was more of my fault. I'm not saying it's more of his fault why we're not together now. I'm just saying that when people are going through their own stuff and they have their own traumas and they're unable to communicate it based on what they've already been through. It
Right.
makes it harder to, okay, I've been through this before, but I have never had somebody next to me while I went through this. So now I don't know how to communicate. Now I don't know how to say what I'm going through because I never had to, because I never had somebody that was literally ask me what's wrong, what's this, what's that during this process. So now I'm, instead of me pulling somebody close closer to me, I'm pushing them away because I'm
Push them
not
away.
used to
Right.
being there, you
Right.
know? So he inspired me, um, because having having somebody that you were so close to and that you not really cut the world off for, but you cut the world off for, disappear and change on you out of nowhere. And somebody that's around you every single day. When I say out of nowhere, sometimes it literally happens out of nowhere.
Right.
Like, what happened? Like, you don't question it for the first couple of days, you think they're just having a bad day, but then it never goes back and never goes back to normal. So now you're just like,
Right.
wait a minute, this is weird. Like, what is this? You know?
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah. When you think about men's mental health, where do you think the start of it? It's usually. Do you think it usually starts with our childhood, or do you think it happens in older age, or do you think it just varies from as far as the majority goes?
for as the majority, I think it comes from childhood.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
a lot of men out here that have a healthy childhood with mother father dynamic, communication, with being able to express their emotions. They have a very healthy dynamic where they're able to communicate themselves. But there's also, that's probably, honestly speaking, that's probably 30% of men. The
Mm.
70% is, I'm not saying the 70% are horrible. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the 70% are, they're dealing with the aspect of, okay, well, I wasn't able to communicate with my mother about what I was going through because I didn't have a father there in the picture. So the relationship that I have with expressing myself to women are, it's not as strongly as I would like it to be because that's not how I was raised. And then, not saying that that's not they hate women. It's not saying they hate women. It's just they have a difficulty, and that kind of transferred onto their adulthood. So
Right.
that, you know what I mean? So like that's coming from childhood into adulthood, you know what I mean? And then you have the other aspect of it where it's like they had a great solid single mother home where they had a father figure, right? But instead of them having a father figure in the physical home, they had a mother there,
Right. Right.
and it was a strong foundation. And with the strong foundation, it goes from, okay, everything's great until they get into the teenage ages, and then the women that they're choosing are mimicking their mother. And with the mimicking their mother at a younger age, it becomes a nagging on the woman's side versus it being a nurturing because she's so young. Does that make sense?
Oh
So
yeah, it
it
makes
becomes a
sense.
nagging a thing instead of a nurturing, and he connects the two as a negative.
Right. Right.
Does that make sense? And there's so
Oh
many
yeah.
different aspects that I have, like with the different interviews that I have done. There's many different interviews that I have not posted
Right.
because, and this is people that I have just spoken to just in conversation where I've meet up with guys and like we just have a conversation. We just meet up. Either we just sit and get coffee, either we sit at a park, either we go grab food, or we just literally we're just sitting down literally nowhere doing nothing. We just meet up at a spot and we're just talking in public.
And you
And
talk to men.
we just talk. And I talk to
Right.
men, and it's not because um I don't see women as a reason to not talk. I'm not saying that. There's a lot of women out here that need the support. But I'll say this, the suicide rate for men is a lot higher than it is for women.
Right.
And
Right.
that's
That's
just
real.
statistically put, like statistically speaking. And like if you look,
Right.
just watch a group of women, like in general, as they're walking out, they're hee hee ha ha kiki ha ha. If one of them were to leave and start crying, the group of them are going to meet up somewhere, talk about it, talk on the phone. They're going to do something. Men, they may do that, but they're not going to do it for too long on the
Nah,
phone.
yeah,
They're
we
going to change
don't,
the
and
subject. They'll do it for like a few minutes, but they're going to change the subject. They may be on the phone for an hour, but they're going to change the subject. The whole subject may not be about them and that topic, and that's why they started the conversation in the first place. Women, it's
we
not
don't
like
really
that.
have the world didn't really create a safe space for men to really talk about their mental health and what we really go through and how we see things in life. Um, Shout out to my guy Hank for the $2 super chat. My guy says, shout out to GMT for having the men's mental convo. Thank you so much, my brother. And
Yes.
also, below us says hit the like button, hit the like button for your boy. Um, so no, y'all 100% right. And it's so tough, it's so rough that we go through this as a lot of us don't really even have people to talk to. There's things that men go through that we
Right.
feel as if we were to bring it to our own friends that will be deemed as soft. What up, chat? Will be deemed will be deemed as soft. So we tend not to bring certain conversations and we hold and bottle a lot in. Um,
Right.
which in some cases could be a problem. Um, with talking to you, right, with you in your dealings with certain men, right? What is the most common issue that you see amongst men with their mental health challenges?
The young age of being told to be quiet when it comes to their emotions. That's the main thing that I've seen. And it's not them going through something where they're saying be quiet. It's the little things as to them falling down and hitting their heads. It's like if you ignore him, he won't cry.
Right.
That type of thing. And it's like those are the things that a lot of men are that they're saying, but they're not saying at the same time. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Where it's like where
definitely.
they feel as though that their emotions were being ignored. And it's not them saying, well, I don't appreciate my parents not toughing me up. I'm not saying that. It's more of like the fact that when I really needed somebody to be there for me in the capacity of like my mental, like I'm not doing okay. Financially, I'm not doing okay. Physically, I'm not doing okay. Mentally, like I'm not doing okay. And I need help. But instead, because I'm a man, I'm told to be quiet. And at a young age, that's what's being taught as being okay, as let me turn around, ignore him, because if I ignore him, he'll be fine. And that's what's being taught. And it's very as a baby, as a little imagine like I couldn't imagine if my parents turned around on me when I started crying as a little girl. Like I'd be like, what the fuck? I'm yanking someone's hair. Someone's getting pulled out of a car. Like and someone's like, and I'm two. Like I was a little girl that would grab the bars of the crib and I shook them and I screamed
Until you got the attention.
until someone came and got me because what are y'all doing? Like why are y'all ignoring me?
Right.
But
Right.
boys can't do that.
No. No,
Boys
we can't.
boys aren't allowed to do that. Men aren't allowed to do that. Women, it's okay. It's okay for us to act like that. And people keep asking me like, why aren't you talking to women about mental health? Because we are allowed to act out. We are allowed.
Right. I'm happy you said that. I am so happy you said that. There's 1000% truth in what you just said. Women are allowed to display any
We
emotion
are.
that they want. The moment a man does it, it's a problem.
It's
Um,
not. It's not. But but you have to be careful with men when you say it's a problem when a man
okay.
acts out. Because when I say that, because women, we are emotional creatures. So us acting out is us in our nature, right? So
Okay.
when a man acts out, it seems more as a threat. It's a criminal act, and that's how it's been transpired in society. And that's the truth. As a man,
Right.
you act out, you rage, you freak out. It's seen as threatening. Now, women doing the same thing. I'm not saying it's not seen as threatening with women because yes, it is. There's been a lot of cases where women are arrested for acting out in public and getting arrested. But with men, I feel like it's a lot different. And with black men, it's a lot different. You can't act a certain way in public. You can't act a certain way in the private of your home. You can't do those certain things. So when when faced with reality and your frustrations and a lot of buildup,
Right.
if it's not okay for you to cry, it's not okay for you to feel those emotions, it's not okay for you to do anything. What are you supposed to do to make yourself feel better as a man? What are you supposed to do?
Right.
What do you do? Which is why a lot of men bottle up a lot of things. Men don't journal like that. Like they do now because it's been okay with society for men to journal. But before, journaling was not okay.
You know what I see men doing now? A lot of men are running to the internet looking for a way to vent, right? So a lot of men are running to different podcasters. They're in the comment section. They're on YouTube. If they have frustration with women, some men are venting that frustration in the comment section. If they have frustration with their moms, their dads, they're finding other content creators that they can relate with. So I think that's becoming the new norm for the majority of men. What's your thoughts on
I don't disagree with that. I'm not gonna lie on here. There are moments where I will get online because I have the following that I do, and I will say things on social media to trigger people. And it's to get to see what people's thought processes are. And it's not because I'm trying to be vindictive or evil or anything like that. I'm not saying anything that I don't necessarily disagree with, but it's like, okay, this is the conversation that I've had with somebody. This is the opinion. Let me put that opinion in the comments right here and just hit post. Because
it?
I
Right,
have the following, it's going to get the traction versus they post it, it's not going to get the traction. Does that make
right.
sense?
It makes
So
sense. It makes a
that's what
lot of
I
sense.
do, and that's what I post. And like people will sit there and they get on there and they're like, "Yo, like you're this, is this." I'm like, I'm not shit. I'm just on here just trying to see y'all's viewpoint and trying to
Who gets mad at
understand. Huh?
do you get pushback from a lot of women?
Yes. Oh my god.
Really? For sticking
Oh
up
my
for men, right?
god. Oh my god. Yes, I do. It's men and women. I'm not. It's not equal. I get more pushback from men than women. Um,
Really?
depending on what I post.
What do the
Depending
men
on what I
gotta
post.
say?
Depending
Well,
on
what
what
do
I
you
post.
okay, okay. Talk about that real quick. What type of post gets the most pushback from men?
From men,
Yeah.
if I start talking about men with relationships, men being 50-50, the providers, the women dressing how they want to dress. Those are the yeah, you can't hear it. Those are the I wish I could like do it. Like I don't know how to like make it do both. But anyway. Um
Blockchain.
hey. But like if I was able to what was I saying? I forgot.
No,
What
so
was
you
I
were saying
saying?
about the biggest amount of pushback you'll get from men.
Typically the conversation would lead around the 50-50 conversation, lead around the relationships conversation of if I say, well, if I say anything in regards to sex with relationships, I will say, so let's say, for instance, I don't want to date anymore. I think I'm gonna just be celibate for XYZ and stop talking to men completely and just focus on myself. Women would be
Right.
like, yes, girl, yes, do your thing. That's
Oh
what
yeah,
we're
yeah,
all
yeah.
doing.
We
Yes,
know
girl,
that.
do that. Da, 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 da. The guys are gonna be like, why would you cut yourself off like that? Like you're just blocking your blessings. Like, why would you block your blessings like that? And I'm just like, how am I blocking my blessings because I don't want to open my legs?
Well, so I can tell you, right, with men, honestly, men want to be with women. That's
Yes, of
really
course.
essentially
Men
what
want
it
to be
is.
with women. Women want to be with men. Like
Right.
most women.
So,
Most women.
but the thing is, and men
Can't
are
say most women.
men are openly upfront, right? We talk about the men that run on the straight
Thank you.
track, right? Those
Right.
men that open up straight up, they're like, yo, listen, I want to be with women. So when you hear a woman saying, I'm cutting myself off, to some men, it's like, oh, hold up, a beautiful young woman. You're gonna tell me you're gonna stop doing something, maybe, and they'll probably hit you with I know you probably heard this. It'll be like, well, maybe it's the men you pick, right? You probably heard that
All the
before.
time.
Right. So, because I already know, I know I'm on point because I see it all the time. That's men. Men will say maybe you shouldn't cut all men off. Maybe you should just choose better. But when it comes to so the question now I want to ask you is
We're
when
doing
it
it.
comes to women, you and your chat. What up, chat? Chat, come over to YouTube. Tell them go on Grown Men Talking. They over
Grown
there
men
talking to
talking
you.
on YouTube is what this is. It's live. Grown men talking on YouTube.
Tell them
That's
come over. They can interact with you in the chat. Even if they want to come up, I'll bring them up.
yeah. You can see my big forehead on here. You can see me better on here. So if you want to see my angles better on here, you can just stay here. But like, if you want to see the views and stuff, like go to his YouTube channel.
Come over to YouTube.
If you want
Word.
to see the views better, go to his YouTube channel.
Come over to
Okay.
YouTube. So so the question I have to ask now is where do you get the most pushback from with women?
Y'all don't women, I love y'all. Okay. I mean this with everything in me and do not come for me. But it is when I mention anything about kids and me being single and not having kids and being appreciative about not having kids. Um, I had made one post, it went viral on Threads, and y'all can go and find it if you want to. Um, who's trying to join? Someone trying to join my live right here? Hold on, I don't know if you can hear this, but anyway, um, the post was me saying men. I wasn't even talking to women. I said men, single men who have never been married with no kids, or who have been married but are that have no kids. Why do you like dating women with children? And the men were going on there bashing me. The women on there were bashing me, but the women on there, it's like because he like it over here, because he like it over here, queen. Like, I'm sorry, like you ain't got no juice like this. Da, da, da. I was like, whoa, like I wasn't even talking to you, and it wasn't even like that because my best friend has kids and she got remarried. Like there's like I have people that are close to me in my life that have situations like that. I was asking a question because I like the deeper conversations. I like to know why? Because I'm a divorced woman myself. And with my personal background, I am just curious. I don't want to date anybody that has children or going through that life experience that I have never encountered by myself. And as a man, if you don't push out a child, why do you want to be with somebody that's done that without you? Like that's the question that I had. And like I don't know, like that's those are the questions that I was asking. And I got the pushback and it was like it was no disrespect. It was just a legit question because it's that's a hard question. That's a hard like something to kind of accept and go through, but a lot of people are surface level with it. They're surface level. Well, because I can get the kids
Right,
snacks and I can go over there when the kids ain't there on the weekends. I can like sometimes she's there one weekend, sometimes she's not there. That's surface level. Y'all not there for the
right,
long run if that's what you're saying.
right,
You
right.
know, like you're not there for the long run if that's what you're talking about. I'm talking about
Mm,
like the deeper side of it.
right.
But
Okay. Unmute men. That's the motto. That's what you're going by. That's the label. Do me a
correct.
favor. I would love for you to explain that. Um, Explain that to me.
Unmute men.
Yeah.
So the reason why I chose unmute men was because from a young age, y'all are pushed to be quiet. So as an adult, it's time to unmute yourselves. So you unmute men. Instead of you unmuting the little boy deep inside, you're unmuting the man because you're no longer the little boy. Now you still have the little boy within inside of you, but you need to unmute the man that has seen the little boy, who has muted the little boy, who has muted the teenager, who has muted the adolescence, who's muted his young adulthood. And now he's a man. And now, okay, like all these emotions that I have felt and that I've encountered, like, okay, how do I express them? How do I express myself? Unmute yourself, which is why I said unmute men. MMH is men's mental health. So that's why I did what that's why I called it that. Because y'all need
Okay.
to be unmuted.
And you, as a young sister, your how what organ like how do you plan on organizing and getting other women to assist you with that?
My goal isn't necessarily my number one goal isn't necessarily to get women to assist me.
Okay, okay.
That's not my number one goal. My number one goal is to raise awareness for men, because each video that you put out can save each individual person's life. With the high suicide rate with men, if I sit here and wait for women to stand alongside with me and say, "Hey, let's do this for men," they're gonna be like, "Girl, fuck them." Like, do you see the comment section right now? Really?
Right.
You want me to rally a bunch of women together with me right now?
But you know what? Because men feel good when women are on their side. But
And
hold
I
on, let
have
me
to
get this.
start with me first.
This
Number
we
one. There's just one right now. Okay.
hold on. Let me get this. Let me get this. We got 10 memberships gifted to the channel. Shout out to my guy
Shout
Willie
out, shout
MF
out.
Beeman. That's what's up. Shout out to Yo, 10 memberships. Do me a favor if you did
What does
get
that
one of
mean?
those memberships. I need you guys to stay members. Stay members. Make sure you are a member. Moving forward, we have giveaways. So when season 3 drops, y'all remember I gave away some AirPod Max Pros. We have a few more AirPod Max Pros to give away. We also have some AirPods, the smaller ones to
He's
give
giving stuff
away.
away, y'all. I don't know what
We
he's
have a
doing.
lot of giveaways on this channel. So do me a favor and make sure if you are gifted a membership or if you are not a member, become a member in order to get yourself some free gifts over here on Grown Men
Free
Talk.
gifts
And
over here.
also, everybody on Kendra Chat, come over to you too. All right, y'all.
What is it called again? Tell me so I can type it.
So they could just type in Grown Men Talking and they'll see that we're live. So grown MEN talking, and they'll see that we're live, and we'll be good to go. You know what I'm saying? Jason, thank you for the sub. He said he is a new sub. I appreciate you. He's watching us from Germany, Berlin. Shout out to Germany. My guy Jason, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for becoming a new sub on the channel. Much appreciated. Much
Damn.
appreciated. So we only growing over here. I'm working my way up to 50,000 subscribers. So I'm at 43. I've been
Thank you,
stuck at it
Rocco.
so long. Let's get it going. All right. You said you had some questions for me. What's up? Talk to me.
So, just the different questions that I do have with mental health, with some of the things that I ask the guys when I first meet them and have a conversation. Number one, the main question that I ask pretty much every dude that I come encounter with is, okay, as a man, what does mental health mean to you?
Mental health means being able to speak the way I not only feel, but the way
Mm-hmm.
that I am to the world.
Mm-hmm.
Being able to do so unapologetically, right?
Uh-huh.
And being able to do so in a right sound of mind, meaning that not only am I taking care of the way that I think as a man, but I'm also starting to take better care of my body, right? I'm also starting to take better care of the way that I speak with other people and the information that I receive from other people. So mental health for me as a man is about being grounded in every facet of my life. If that
Okay.
makes sense.
No, yeah, it makes sense. So it's like we're also here on the platform to help other people, to help other men kind of go through what they may be experiencing by asking the questions and raising awareness and saying, hey, like, yes, my channel is MMH or Unmute Men MMH on Instagram. You can follow me on there. Um, but some of the things the whole purpose of is to raise awareness, is to say, hey, okay, as a man, there's other people out here that are not okay, just like yourself. They're experiencing similar things. So it's like, you as a man, the questions that I would ask is, what are some things that you have done to kind of help you that may seem small, but that it helped you with your mental health? So let's say something like with you taking a step outside just taking a breath outside, maybe grabbing a beer, sitting outside and just looking outside and just not with no phone, no entertainment, no TV, no nothing. What are the little things that you do to kind of help you kind of keep you grounded? Because some people have no idea what to do, you know?
Um, so I would say the best thing that a man can do, because the best thing that I do, honestly, is try to surround myself with the type of men that's like-minded. I think that's important for every man to help him be able to stabilize himself. The problem is men don't really build community as much as women do. So when you don't have a community of men, we'll have a bunch of Negroes we know, but we won't really have a community of men that are really helping us get to the next level, helping us
Yeah.
understand. Like there's not most men don't have a man that we could go to and really get emotional with. And if I needed to actually shed a tear, I could do that. You know what I'm saying? So for men, we need to be able to do that with each other. We need that. Not saying we don't need to. I don't believe in boo-hoo and crying in front of your girl, right? But if I needed to break down, I'm gonna probably break down in front of one of my boys. Yeah, man. Okay, let me explain why. Because I saw the face. I saw the face. I saw the face. The reason why I say that is because a lot of men that do break down in front of their girl, if they do it too much, some women use that as a sign of weakness for some men. Not all. I'm not talking about all women, but some women do. And I personally know a lot of men that, like one guy I know, he was very emotional to a woman, and she weaponized his emotions against him. Right, the moment he cried, the moment he got mad at her and tried to put his foot down, she called him soft. Right, so she weaponized his emotions against him, and sometimes that happens with men. But when you have a male tribe that's you could actually go to, for men it helps them with everything. It helps them so much. It helps a lot of men grow, and I think men need that.
Okay. Okay.
We need that.
So that's why it's up. Okay. So with that being said, how do you think that women or loved ones can better support the men in their love lives, mentally and emotionally? With that being said, so let's say I understand now. This is an indirect question because there are women out here that don't necessarily care for the men that they're actually with. They just use and abuse them. And I'm just speaking from personal relationships that I've witnessed and that I've seen in the past. Um, and knowing the woman is just looking at her like, girl, like you don't care about that man. Like you over here pretending for some bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like as a person, like I understand and I see it from a woman's aspect. I understand because I'm a woman and I've been on this side. But then as a man being manipulated and used and abused, I see that too. And I'm like, okay, like I see it from both sides. You see what I'm saying? So it's like when you have the understanding of both sides can be messed up, it's like picking a better partner who is actually there for you and cares for your woman and cares for you as an individual or cares for you as a man. And um and I can use my own personal experience. I'm just going to say my own personal experience and I'm going to speak from this. I loved a man that didn't have his own place, had his own car, didn't have a job. And a lot of men will sit there and say, well, you want a woman, a man that attractive women that have their own things, that have this, they want a man that's already have their stuff together. That's not true. Because if we see your character and we love you for who you are as an individual, we're going to love you for that person. Period. Period. There's no question. If you need help with something, I will help you. Men typically in that situation will probably never ask for help, but they will always be there for that woman because they see that, recognize that woman, and the woman feels that energy and they don't want to let go of that energy because when he becomes and gets on his feet, they're thinking, oh, he's going to be a great man. But the fear in the back of her mind is he's going to leave me for somebody because that person didn't see him struggle and I did. And men think that that's a weakness, but it's like you have women out here that actually give a damn about who you are.
I
So
think,
it's a sticky situation,
yeah,
regardless of
it
wherever you go.
is. I think you are an anomaly. I'm not going to lie to you. And here's another thing too. I do believe there's a lot of validity in what you're saying. I think when attractive women are younger, they give a lot of men chances. And logically, I think it's only wise for as a woman to get older, she starts to look for something much more stable to herself. And that's why I think we see it happening more often, where as a woman starts to get a little bit older. Now, I'm not saying the 40s or 50s, I'm talking about early 30s. You start seeing a lot of women tend to have higher standards for a man, meaning
Right.
that I won't date that man that doesn't have a place to live anymore because I done did that and look where it got me. So I definitely see a lot of what you're saying as truths. I think when a man has a woman like you, he needs to value that, right? He needs to kind of look at that like, this is rare. So how can I know I'm not going to be able to find that in every other woman out there. So let me hold on to what I got. So I truly believe like what you're saying has a lot of validity when it comes to you, right? Like a woman like you. But but I think women like you are anomalies in 2025. Let me just get the super chat out the way real quick. My God, Willie beaming with the $5 super chat.
Hi
He
guys,
says,
we're live
he says
streaming over
most
here.
most women would rather see their knight in shining armor die on his horse that that see him fall off. Being vulnerable, with most women isn't wise. I'm sorry, I'm tripping. Yo, those of y'all that don't know, I have glasses, but I don't wear
Put
my
them things
glasses when
on.
I'm
Lord
live
have
streaming. Oh,
mercy. Put them things
they sitting
on.
over they sitting over here, but
Stop
I look like
playing.
a whole Steve Urkel with them on. But you probably don't even know who Steve
That's all I
Urkel
didn't
is,
want to put
right?
mine on. Mine are thick like that too. Like they're Coke bottles. They're like,
For real?
yes,
I
they're
started
bad.
wearing them down because when I'm driving, I could barely see the signs in front of me. So I'm like, there's no way I can't drive without them no more. But when I'm live streaming, I don't wear them for some reason. Don't ask me why. But what I was gonna say, so come on, I know you got another question. I know
I
you
have
got
a
another
bunch of
question.
questions. It depends on what type of
Yeah.
questions you're willing to answer. So that's what it
All
really
right.
depends on. So let's say, what's one piece of advice you'd give a younger guy who's just starting out to take his mental health seriously? So he's just starting out, just realizing his mental health is important to him, to his well-being, and that's a part of his spiritual journey, his mental journey, his financial journey, just now realizing how important his mental state is. How would you express to him saying, hey, like your mental health is just as important as your financial well-being, as the cleanliness of your home? Like, how would you express that to him?
I would tell that young man to focus on himself and not a woman. I think a lot of men focus on women at a younger age,
Yeah, I
and
agree.
we don't realize that when you chase women when you're so young and you don't have the things in life that you need, you tend to stress because we want to be providers, right?
Right,
Men want to naturally feel like we're doing something for the women in our lives. But when
right,
you can't because you physically don't have it, you mentally don't have it, you're broke. And it takes
right,
time to grow trust in the workplace, right? It takes time to grow friendships and strong bonds with other men that can get you to the next level. So my mindset would be to tell other men, focus on yourself, worry about women later, and then protect your seed. After you protect your seed, make sure that seed that you have is with your wife, not with just with a random woman. So
definitely.
those would be the things because those things. What I realized, a few men I know self-deleted. You know where I'm going with that, right?
Yeah,
YouTube wise, we got to be careful with certain words. So a few men I know have self-deleted. And a few of those men I know also left notes behind. And in the notes that they left behind, the things that it was always mainly about a woman. They was always feeling like they was either inadequate and they couldn't provide or they couldn't do enough. They felt one guy that I know left a note behind, left a note because in his mind, he thought that his wife would have got an insurance policy to take care of the household because he couldn't afford to do it, not knowing that policy that if you
Doesn't
self-deleted,
pay.
you
It doesn't pay
yeah,
out.
you couldn't do it. So I don't know why he didn't read the fine print, but because he
Yeah.
could not provide, he was trying to think that maybe that would be a way in order to provide if I'm
Nope.
not even here anymore.
Nope.
And that's where I would tell men, build yourself up, focus on you before you focus on someone else. The
Focus
women
on
will
you.
always be there.
Yes,
They'll
we
always
will.
be there, but you are the most important thing while you're single.
Yeah. And taking your time too, trying to find a
Right.
woman too. Like you're trying to rush into trying to find the person for you and you're wondering why you keep arguing with this girl. She's not like, you know what I mean? Like it's just like to keep like all this stuff. Like don't rush into a relationship. Take your time. There's so
Right.
much time in this world and this planet. It's like, okay, like all these young people out here, like I got people over here telling me that they're arguing and like y'all are over here trying to like have a baby. You know what I mean? Like you're like y'all like you're trying to have a baby in the same conversation. Like it's like it's too much drama. And that's just stress.
Right.
Like, why do y'all have like you don't want this stress? Like y'all weren't stressed before. Like you guys would just chill, like just be cool. Like and that's like I don't know. I don't have it in me anymore to give a damn to argue anymore. I don't
Mm.
care
I
anymore.
feel you.
I
I
just
feel you.
I
Professor
don't care.
TDP says life insurance plans do pay out um, for
For
self-deleting after
self-deleting
2 years. He
2 years.
says, but don't do it. Get help.
Why would you drop that then?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know why I reposted it. My bad. But yeah, fellas, get help.
Ignore
It's,
that. Disregard that comment.
right.
Like, don't disregard that. Okay.
If you ever feel like you wanted to do that, like we said, get help. Go talk to
Please
somebody.
get
There's a
help.
lot of resources out here. Like your mental health does matter,
Why would you
fellas.
write that? Why would you write that? Somebody said, "Why would you write that?" That's what I was saying. Why would you put that? Like, no, like, no, like, don't give that type of information out. Okay, like, it's yes, it's okay. That's good to know, but like, don't do that. Okay.
Mm. Yeah. So I wanted to go over one more topic with you. It's a video. I wanted to play the video and I wanted to get into it with you.
Okay.
But hit me with one more question that you might have that I would love to answer.
Okay. So we can talk about because they're color coordinated.
Oh wow.
So I
You
know
mean
they're color
Biz
coordinated.
Naives.
It's like, yeah, because I want to know. Okay. So there's a bunch of different things. So we talked about deep down when it comes to childhood, we talked about relationships. Um where is my let's talk about my financial one. Where is it at? Okay, so as a man, have you ever felt as though performing financially has ever affected your value?
Oh God. Even to this day. Even
Why do
to this
you
day.
why do you feel as though your value is associated with the amount of money that you're able to provide?
Because the world puts value on a man's production and your performance. So think about it. There's only one place for a man that's non-productive, and it's on the street, right? We don't get this, we don't get the people that are just gonna get, there's no shelters that's just like, all right, a bunch of men could just come and stay here forever, especially if you have a kid. We don't have those luxuries like women. If we're not performing, we're on the street. If we're not performing, there's no sympathy for you. You're just a bum. You're a scrub. You're a dusty. You're all of the above, right? We
Right.
are nothing without performing. So a man that performs is a major, it's not all about being a man, but it is a major part about being a man. So um, I could tell you, me as a father, with a wife that, you know, my wife stayed at home for 3 years, right? And I provide straight up provided. My wife just started working this year because she wanted to. But I could tell you, I couldn't have done that if my performance was low. So my value came to that. Or my wife would have had to get up and work. And then now we're talking 50-50. Now we're talking, and not saying my wife is like that, but for a lot of men, you'll hear it. If I have a woman that has to pay 50% of the bills, then I'm really not that. Yeah, your camera shifted. Do me a favor, turn it like this a little bit.
I don't know how. Like,
Hold on. There you go. Yeah. So so
no.
if a man, even now for like my performance as a man, it matters because without being able to perform the way I do, my wife would have a harder life. And if most men had a woman that said, if you went up to a woman and you said, hey, you got to pay 50% of the bills, she would be displeased with you. The likelihood is she's not going to even want to be with you. So that's why your finances matters a lot to your value as a man. I would say it's 60%, more than half. Because you could be an ugly dude with finances and get a woman, a beautiful woman. But you can't be a broke dude and look good. You might could sleep with a lot of beautiful women, but to build a family with them, it's not going to
Yeah.
happen.
I mean, yeah.
Right, right. I
And
mean, when you break down that type of logic, you see why men do self delete because they don't have finances, and why they will look at themselves as it needing to be a major factor of who they are as men. And it's because we know if you want a family, if you want a wife, if you want to be happy, because we don't care about travel like y'all do. We don't care about all that. We just want to be able to provide for the people we love.
right.
And when you can't do that, over. Like a woman might self delete or even attempt it because she's just like, yo, I'm not happy. I'm not able to live the life of Mrs. Jones over there. So why am I alive? Men would do it because I can't provide for this family that I'm building right now. So what's the point of living anymore?
Yeah. Or men also self delete for their own personal reasons. Like
Oh yeah.
I can't financially provide for myself, let alone get a girl, let alone,
Yeah.
like there's different reasons as to why men do that. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that they're always wrapped around the opposite sex or the same sex, but like he just said, the finance is typically the major reason as to why men have the biggest stressor. Um,
Right.
and financial stress, I guess that wasn't the number one reason for my divorce.
Right.
Um, my divorce was a lack of communication and intimacy, which is mental health. Like mine was mental
Right.
health. So that's the honest truth. So uh, when typically, just speaking piggyback off of what he just said though, like most of the time when women are going through a divorce and there's no infidelity there, typically
Right.
it's because they check out a
Right.
lot sooner than men do. Y'all will stick it out. Y'all will suck it up, stick it out, and be quiet and just deal with it. Because as long as y'all are like having intimate relations and being able to do those different things, like it's okay. Like y'all are good. Women, it's like if I'm not able to connect with you, I disconnect from you mentally, and then I slowly shut the door, and then I slowly like back off, and then like now you wonder why she's checked out. She's checked out.
Right.
Oh, like, and that's kind of that's it's kind of hard because women, like, they're very verbal about
Right.
what's going on. Um,
Right.
you know, So it's like I've been there. Like I said, I'm divorced. Like I'm divorced. I was divorced at a young age. Um, so now with my emotions, it's more of like a breather. Breathe before you react. Um, feel what you're feeling before you react because you can't always take back what you do.
Right.
Uh, sometimes it's like there's no undo button. It's like even as much as we wish there was an undo button, there's no undo button.
Right.
However you treat somebody or what you say to somebody or what you've done to their stuff or to their belongings and like you can't take that back. Like it's done. Like yes, you can buy them a new thing, you can buy them a gift or you can try to replace it, but it's like it's not the same. Like the energy's not going to be the same. You can't
Right.
buy energy back. You can't say, here's my energy that I worked so hard for that you can have.
Right.
Here. I cleaned it. Here. It's better now. Like it doesn't work that way. So
Right. Right.
yeah.
We have a question. Aloha says, "Do you think now that you are older," she says, "you would have fought harder for your marriage?"
No.
Oh,
I did everything I could. I did everything I could. Even
okay.
even at a young age, I did everything I could. We went to therapy. I went to counseling by myself. I encouraged him to go to counseling. He didn't go to counseling. I still went. With or without him, I still went talking about everything, talking about different experiences, journaling, taking exercising more, changing my diet, stop drinking as much. I still was smoking. But like, like I'm just gonna be honest. Like I'm just gonna be honest. But like taking those different steps, like for my health and as a person, like I was super cut. Like if you go back and look at my pictures on my Instagram and see during the time frame of when I was going through that, you're like, yo, like I had a 10 pack. Like not an 8 pack, not a 6 pack. It was a 10 pack.
You still got like a whole
Not
6 pack going
compared to
on.
how I looked then, okay? Like I was in the gym, okay? I was in the gym. I was snatched.
Right, right.
No, I was in the
G.A.
gym.
Harper, what up? What up, my guy is in the building. Shout out and salute to you. Yeah, no, listen, I feel you on that. And sometimes some things, yeah, it's not worth backtracking. Especially if you know the person did not want to change. So I think it's a little different, but I'm sure. How does marriage look for you in the future? Is it
I
something
would
that you're
like to get
trying to
married
do?
again. Yes.
Okay.
I would like to get
Okay.
married again. I'd love to get married again. I'd love to be in a relationship again. I've been single for about 2.5, 3 years now.
You're gonna have all the fellas in your inbox. They right now typing in MMH.
No,
I'm telling you,
they're
I'm
not worried
telling you.
about me.
And if the rest of my audience was here right now, I swear to God, you'll be getting hit on heavy in the comment section right now. Right now, this is not my normal stream time, so my peoples are like not really here, like a lot of them. But yo, fellas, they're gonna be in your inbox. Trust me. They're gonna be like, yo, I was in GMT's live. What's
She
up?
said he is. He said I am.
That's what's up, though. So look, let's go over this video real quick. I wanted to. It's some little boys that it drove me crazy
You
seeing
gonna make me
this.
cry?
No, it's not. I would hope not, but it's gonna probably make you more mad than anything. But
Okay.
let's take a look at this and see what they talking.
Like,
You got like 10 seconds to open up this door. I swear to God, I'm gonna break this door. I'm cold. 10. Open this fucking door. I'll call my mom. Call my mom. Bitch, I been knew how to count, ho. Show 4 out of that. Bad do that.
You can open the door. Open the door.
Bitch, I'm gonna open up this door because I'm not playing. All I fucking know is y'all better open it. I'm not playing.
You know how to count. You have hands. Open the door.
they
Open up this
stealing.
door before we break this bitch.
Break it. Go ahead.
I'm gonna break some up in this bitch. I'm God. I'm gonna. You guys must be dumb. I'm like,
No, I'm not gonna stealing stuff.
Do not play with them.
You seen that video?
You can't open the door.
They're stealing.
Open this door, my trash.
You can open it.
I will Don't trash this out.
What do I want? I want a lot of things.
Yo, so talk
Are
to
they
me.
stealing? So like, what happened? Like, I'm confused.
So they pretty much was trying to rob the store. They had merchandise
Right.
inside those bags. They tried to walk out and the clerks locked the door. So the little boy moving real flamboyant, talking about, you better open this door. Yo, mama, yo, big-headed A. Like, yo, talk to me. Talk to me. Our community with with this behavior, because it's
They
not
never
the
got
majority.
they never got a belt to the behind. They never got yanked out of a classroom by their arm by their parents in the middle of school. Like, they never got embarrassed before. Is what I'm saying. They never encountered that type of pain. And that says a lot on the parents more than the kids. The kids are just doing kid shit. Like, if it was up to us, we would all be little hoodlums, and we'd all be running around acting crazy, doing whatever we wanted to do. Or if our parents didn't snatch us up and correct us. Like, no, that's not how you behave in society. That's not how you behave. This is how you behave. Correct yourself. Your parents teach you how to behave. When kids don't teach you how to behave, or parents don't teach you how to behave, that's what happens.
I think I also see a lack of male leadership in those kids' lives as well. Right? I'm not saying that there's no man.
There's no parents. No, there's just
It
no
could be.
parents. That's just no parents. Male leadership, absolutely. Absolutely. There's just no parents there. Like, they're just doing stuff because there's no one there. Their mama probably works night shifts. She's probably a
Oh,
single
no,
mom.
what up? Right.
Like, it's not, they ain't got nothing to just do with like the father figure. Of course there's no father. There's no mother either.
Right.
That's not, you can't just blame, don't, but like, that's the whole point about
So
mental
there's
health. That's the whole point
there's
about mental health. Don't blame the
right.
man. There's both parents in that situation.
Right.
Or to blame for that.
There's a mother, the mother, you could tell by the way the boy's mannerisms was. There's a mother and he's acting just like her.
And she's not acting like a parent. She's
right.
acting like a little friend.
Right. What type of, so you don't have any children, but tell me, what type of mother would you be? If that makes sense to you. Would you be a strict mother? I know that's a very broad question.
And it is very broad, because I'm just like, in regards to what? Like, discipline my child? Or
exactly. Well,
that when it
discipline,
comes
what would you make sure is in place? Obviously you're waiting till you get married, right? So you'll definitely, as a mother, make sure that's in place. But what are the disciplinary acts that you would take to make sure that your son never turns out to be?
I need my husband to answer that question, because he's the leader in that aspect.
I love it.
I don't necessarily have an answer for you.
No, your inbox is going to be flooded. Your inbox is going to be flooded. That's what they want to hear. You allow the man to take care of them boys.
I don't have an answer. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, I'm a girl. Okay. I can handle a little girl. I can handle a little boy. I don't know what to tell him. Other than, don't do that. Like, that's not what you do. And that's not what he needs to hear. He needs somebody to like be like, because I'm a mom. I'm gonna be like, oh baby, it's okay. Like, come here, Dad. Let me give you a hug. Like, no. Like, that's where it's like, okay, like, you gotta go talk to your dad. Like, leave me alone. I'm not in this conversation. That's y'all.
Right.
No. The girls are okay. Give me the girls, but the boys, that's out of my control.
So what would you do to keep your daughter off the pole?
Off the pole? We just have conversations.
She said off the pole.
But like, off the pole in the aspect of, are you doing it for attention? Are you doing it for sexual act? Are you doing it for money? If you're doing it for a habit, are you doing it for exercise? Because like, for me, I'm an ex-gymnast. So I see strippers in the aspect of, they're not doing it for money, they're doing it for like exercise. Because there are people out here that do it for exercise. They don't necessarily go to strip clubs and they're on poles.
No, I'm talking. Well, when I say poles, I'm not talking about the exercise gyms. I'm talking about they're in a strip club. They're working for
You have
dollars.
to just have the conversations with respect of yourself, and having an understanding of your body is truly your temple,
Mm,
and you having as yes, show you want to be confident in yourself, do what you want to do, yes, but at the same time you're allowing that many people to touch you and have physical access to you like that in that capacity. That's not something that you would want to kind of push out, kind of like allow, like in that manner, because if your body is your temple and you don't want that many people to have access to you in that manner, why would you put yourself in that setting
right, right.
if you don't want
Okay.
that type of culture? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just an auntie right now. Okay, I don't have kids. Okay, I don't really like until that really happens for me. Like, I really don't have like a true answer. Um, because I'm
No,
talking,
I
I'll
think
be
your
talking to
answer
like
is
my younger
great.
self versus my child right now. Like my younger self, I'd be like,
Right.
girl, like I want you to live your life. But my child is would be completely different.
No, it'll be different.
It's
Yeah.
completely
So
different. Like I'm talking to my
you
younger
are
self versus my child.
yeah. So your child, like you wouldn't want your daughter to dress provocatively. You wouldn't certain things
I wouldn't
because
say that I wouldn't want her to. I would want her to do what she wants to do, but I would also want her to have an understanding that you doing those things are going to get that type of attention, and that that's not the type of attention that you're trying to attract, then
right,
don't do it. Like
right.
a
And
lot of
that's
people
why
don't.
I say that.
Mm,
That's why I was saying that. It's way more along the lines of not necessarily when you have a child, right? And you're raising that child and you know that there's predators out there, especially you're talking about having it under the guise of a husband wife type situation. Well,
right.
husbands, the man is not going to allow his daughter to walk outside like
Absolutely not.
that, right?
But as a
So
mom, I'm just like, as a
yeah,
TT.
and then as a TT, you feel that way right now. But when you're a wife and a mother, and then that daughter now grows up, you're gonna start feeling a lot different because you're gonna be like, hold up, maybe even if that's something that I used to do, that's my baby girl, and I need to protect her. And protection comes in so many different ways for a girl because you're vulnerable in this world,
Right.
especially if she's not under the protection of a husband, right?
That's
Most
right.
women are more vulnerable than men.
Right.
So you want to make sure you teach her how to carry herself when you have a husband and when you have a kid and that whole family dynamic starts to form. You'll see. It's a lot different. It's a lot of the stuff that I used to think I'd be okay with. I don't even let my kids listen to rap. You know what I'm saying? I used to be a rapper. I used to be in the studio all the time.
Right.
But
My mom wouldn't let me listen to 50 Cent. My mom used to hate it when I listened to 50 Cent.
exactly. So, but when you get older now, it's what you used to do, you're like, nah, my kids is not gonna do it because I want to make sure that they have a different mindset, a different capacity, a different understanding of things as they get older. So, but that's what's up though. I'm telling you, your inbox is gonna be flooded. Be ready. Be ready. She raised her eyebrow on that one, boy.
I'm just like,
Telling
I
you.
don't know what you're talking about. I don't know why.
What you mean? Because you saying all the right stuff, right? And even just from you saying the fact of like, yo, I'll let my husband teach my son. You know how many women don't say that? They don't say that. They don't speak like that. They're trying to raise boys to be men.
I don't know how to do that.
She said, I don't know how to do that. None of them do. And that's why we have such a crisis in our community when it comes down to these young boys now. It's because They're raising they're raising emotional men. And the problem is when men are emotional, they're confused. It's not in us. Masculinity is in men. So when you have an emotional man, that usually turns into rage. Emotions for men could be violent, very violent. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference. That's the difference. Yo, tell your chat I said what up? What up,
Chad, he says,
chat?
what up, Chad? He's talking to y'all.
What's popping?
We're
Yo,
on here.
y'all gotta come over and say what's up to us sometimes. Over here on Grown Man
So
Talk.
on YouTube, Grown Men
On
Talk on YouTube. Grown
YouTube.
Men Talk on YouTube. Grown Men Talk on YouTube.
Check it out.
I'm
Come
trying to
check it
get I'm
out.
trying to get men's mental health under wraps. I think I finally got the thumbs up to go live on there. Like I need to start going live on that part.
You need to go live. Go live on IG, and then also go live on YouTube. I'm gonna teach you how to do it off air, off camera. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna teach you how
Live
to
on YouTube.
go live on YouTube. Yo, Hefty says put that tablet down before you drop it. What up? What up? So
Drop it.
So what we're gonna do is I'll show you exactly how to build your YouTube, and then just get all those people to come over there. Make sure that they know that YouTube is where the money resides.
Where the
So they
money
need to get
resides.
over
Where
it.
the money
You know what I
resides
mean?
on YouTube.
So,
YouTube.
but yo, so check it, Kendra. This was a great show. I enjoyed talking to you thoroughly, and we got to do this a lot more for real. We got to do this a
I
lot more.
agree.
So,
I absolutely agree.
I usually do. I'm gonna start back doing my panels where it's like probably 8 of us on this panel, and we get into real hard topics. Are you down for those conversations?
Yeah, sure. Hi, Gab. Yeah.
What up, Gab?
What up,
So
Gab?
let's do a holla. Neo says, he says bring up he said bring up gymnast. He says he'll be in your inbox.
Oh, we'll be in the inbox.
Yeah, he'll be in your inbox.
Okay, let me find out.
He'll be in your inbox. You know what I'm saying? For real, I like her. She's nice.
Oh, thanks.
telling you, she's single. She's single. You know what I'm saying? Just come correct. You come for her, come correct. You
Please come correct. If you don't come correct, then I will. I won't be
I
so
love
nice,
it.
okay?
I love it. I don't know. I'm kind of messing my own self up because Deanna, she was on me to marry y'all. So I'm kind of putting my foot in my mouth. But damn.
Me to marry. I mean, I'm just waiting. You know, we got the
We
got the date.
Right.
We got to go on. So
Right.
we gotta see.
Right. So we're building up the second phase of Me to Marry right now.
Yeah.
So, we have a lot more recording to do, and hopefully we're able to drop this season by September. Hopefully mid-September we can have the season out. You know what I'm saying? Wall Street Willie says, do not put no meat mails in her inbox. He says, keep it professional. You know what I'm
Thank you,
saying?
please. Thank you, Wall Street Will. Thank you.
Professional.
Please keep it professional. Please don't do nothing like that. Thank you. I'm glad he said that.
Yes, none of the weird stuff, fellas. You know what I'm saying? You talking to a lady. All right. So let's do this again. I'm excited to continue to do this because I love the conversation about men's mental health. I love that you're into it and you're able to break it down as eloquent as you did. You know what I'm saying? And you not only did you break it down, but you also have a passion behind it. And I saw that you got emotional talking about it. And that says it all right there. It says a lot about you. It says a lot about where you're going and what you're doing. So, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, here goes my chat. So my chat is starting to come in the building right now. You know what I'm saying? They here.
And you trying to end the chat? You trying to end the live stream right now? You trying to end the stream? Like, wait a minute. Like, don't try to end the stream now.
Oh, man.
That's not how you do it now.
He about to ask you to stand up for I know him. He gonna be son. You got to go to her IG for that, man.
Right.
He said, new wife. Is that you? Yeah. I'm trying to tell you. Chat starting to come in the building. The chat is starting to come in the building.
Oh,
so,
funny.
now trust me, I don't want to end the live stream. I got to go to work early in the morning. So,
early.
I got to call it a night. But this was a dope, I know, right? This was a dope live, though. Dope talking to you. Do me a favor, y'all. Her Instagram, shout out your Instagram one more time for me.
Amorkenn, AMOURKENN.
Amorkenn. And then make sure you follow her. And then also we're gonna get her going on YouTube as well. We're gonna get her
YouTube is
going
unmute
on
men.
YouTube.
YouTube is unmute men on.
Right. On YouTube. So
Yes.
make sure y'all jump on her YouTube. We're gonna start getting her on these live streams, right? So that way we can we can get the audience used to you and get all our peoples over there. We gotta flood that channel. We gotta flood that channel. So what you doing? You trying to put it in the chat or you trying to show it to you gotta bring it closer. There you go.
I
There you
know.
go.
Unmute men.
Unmute men.
Unmute men on YouTube, y'all.
So do me a favor, if any mods is in the building, if y'all can find her channel, put it in the chat for me. That'll be dope. It'll be greatly appreciated. Omar says, he says, I'm going over there. So I'm telling you. All right. But Kendra, much love, much respect.
Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for joining the show. And
absolutely.
Chat, do me a favor, get used to her. Get used to her. She will be over here a lot more, and I'm gonna bring her on our panels too. So much love, much respect. Do me a favor, hit the like button. Hit the like button. If you have not hit the like button, likes are free. They cost you nothing.
Are free. Likes are free. Likes are free.
You know what I'm saying? So hit the like button for your boy, and make sure that y'all are over here and subscribe and follow her IG and her YouTube channel. So make sure y'all are over here. But shout out and salute to you. If you are a channel member, you became a channel member today, or even if you subscribe today to the channel, make sure y'all do me a favor. And they trying to drop your link in the chat right now. But that's not the is that her link? I don't know if y'all can actually click that. You can't see it.
I don't know how you click
I don't know if they can actually.
I'm too afraid to click it.
She said, "I'm too afraid."
Yeah, because if I click it, it's gonna push me somewhere else.
So Aloha's trying to actually get your link and
for YouTube or for my Instagram.
For YouTube. So it's Unmute Men is the name of her.
Unmute Men. Unmute.
She said she found it. So she just dropped it. She just dropped it. So do me a favor, y'all. Go click the link. Click the link right there and go and subscribe, flood her channels. If you are watching this on the replay, do me a favor, click the link, flood her channels from the live chat, and it'll be greatly. And
I can start posting more too.
Exactly.
I have a whole bunch more on my phone.
Right. No, we're gonna start going live. We're gonna go live. We're gonna get that live stream money. That's what we're gonna start doing.
I like that.
Let's go live. So once again, y'all, I keep saying I'm going to bed, but listen, this time I'm going to bed. I'll see y'all on the next one.
Thank you for having me. Bye, y'all.
love.